came from had computers, but this station did not. And I came here and everything was still, on a typewriter, and they were logging, laying out the story rundowns, the ink pens, and some ways it's easier, some ways it's awful. Now, if the computer goes down, we're just sunk, because you just get out a pen and paper and just start writing.
Yeah.
Because there's no wire machines. Everything comes over your computer. That's why I edit my copy. And if you don't have a computer, you just, there's not even a typewriter here anymore. There's nothing to do but just start writing out your. You can't rip and read the wires. You're sunk. So. That, but you write like you talk, not like you write for a magazine, newspaper, or a thesis. So after a while, we really can't write very well because we use dots and short sentences, and may not have a subject in it, but you just write out here conversational. It's kind of different. An anchor is the star of the. The anchor is the prima donna. The anchor is like I just said, the anchor is the person I think that the viewers trust to deliver the news that they need to know for the day. And that's our choice. That's a choice of WLKY to decide what news is going on out there that we think you're interested, that you need to know. For this job? I have a Bachelor of Science degree, and I do not recommend getting a degree in speech communications or radio TV because you're going to come into, especially radio and TV, you're going to come into a newsroom and it's going to be all different than what you learned in school. The equipment's going to be different, the way they do it is going to be, the whole deal. Writing is so important. English is a great, you can be an English major, political science major to know what's going on in politics. Speech major, I'm a speech major, speech and journalism with a minor in English. I got my teaching certificate just so I'd have it. If this didn't work out, I had something to fall back on because my mom was a teacher and I knew I could get a job. But those things, background things, writing and reading and, like I said, political science, history, all of those are great majors for this business. Every day's different. That's the part I like about it best. You never can predict the news. You never know when it's going to happen. You don't know if it's come in and it's a tragic story like yesterday we had the decapitation of a baby in childbirth. What a horrible story. Or you'll have, the bell awards last night, or a funny story, or, reporters like the job because one day they may be interviewing the governor, the next day they may be out in West Louisville, or they may be the homeless. I mean, every day's different. It doesn't get monotonous or boring. It's always something new, When I was reporting, when I started, the day you wore something nice, you'd be walking along the railroad tracks or a tobacco barn, or you'd be something, you think, oh, today I don't wear jeans, Governor's mansion, you can always count on not knowing what you're going to do and dressing wrong, for it. But that's the part I like about the job. It's just a different day. The bad thing about the job is that the news does happen at different times, so it might be 2 in the morning. It might be a big weekend snowstorm. We worked Friday night because it was snowing so much, couldn't get home, so I just stayed and did the morning news too. I just worked, and then we did the 6 o'clock news that Saturday. Just stayed. People had difficulty getting in, so we were here, so we just stayed around the clock. And holidays are the worst because everybody watches TV on holidays. Somebody's got to be here. And you just hope, I think 20 years I did Christmas Day. You just hope that, sometime you'll get a break and be off of it. But that's the nature of the business. That's the bad part of it.